Arnone had the minimum fine imposed on him, and he was directed to do some community service. This was a fair and equitable sentence. Mr. Arnone has been an outstanding member of this community his entire life. He got caught up in this Luzerne County corruption situation. He accepted a campaign contribution from an individual and failed to report it from Mr. Miracle. Mr. Arnone is happy that he can now put this behind him, move forward with his family, and he looks forward to getting this entire situation put in the past. I know that he will report on October 4th to probation. Gives him 2 weeks to put his affairs in order and address some family and personal things and prepare for this 2-month period of home confinement. But we are extremely satisfied that in this case, which involved an amount of $5,000, that Mr. Arnone was placed on probation.
The prosecution mentioned that he didn't admit to taking that $5,000 from the FBI, and he didn't know that he did anything wrong. Did he really not know that it was wrong to use that money for a different purpose?
Well, I mean, if you were in the courtroom today and if you were in the courtroom in June when he pled guilty, you would know that Mr. Arnone accepted responsibility for his actions. That's why Judge Conboy gave him a sentence to a facility 7.5 hours away from his home. Mr. Arnone can leave here today knowing that he's serving a term of probation. And that's why today is a happy day for Mr. Arnone, because he can start to put this behind him, and he knows that he can serve this sentence locally and he can serve it on probation.
One last question, Peter. What about, I know I was a little bit unclear on the judge said about doing community service, doing budget work, possibly with Jenkins Township. What's your understanding of that?
As a part of the sentence, Judge Conboy indicated that Mr. Arnone will have to complete some hours of community service. That will always be done at the direction of and under the supervision of federal probation. Now, the judge can recommend to probation certain types of community service which he feels should be incorporated in the sentence. And he did make a reference today to having Mr. Arnone do some of that community service for his community in Jenkins Township. Now, however probation incorporates that in the sentence is up to probation. And I'm sure at some point you and I will all know what the exact terms of his community service should be, but you are correct that that recommendation was at least hinted at from the bench. Okay?
Okay, Peter. Thank you.
All right, guys.